Here's the Elliott Wave forecast for February 29th, 2012. This will be 10-day chart. Looks like we got Wave 1, ABC flat, and we're in the start of Wave 3, which is a good possibility right now because it's pretty standard Wave 1, ABC flat, and a pattern break Wave 3. Highest target to have in the short term is 1400, and that'll take a protector stop. His stop is 1399, and there's a good chance you get to 1400 because this is pretty standard looking. But in the midterm, highest target to have is 1515. So I don't anticipate any type of pullback of magnitude of in the near term because the 3-month or 6-month chart. Let me go back to that. Has third wave set up right here. This is wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3. Let me get a candlestick here. Pretty standard 1, 2, 3, and 1.618 of the wave 1 is 1515, and we're right in we're still in the middle of a third wave, so there's still plenty of upside to go. And for the Dow, midterm, same thing, plenty of upside. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Highest target would be 14,235. Yes, but in the short term, 13,300 because of the 10-day chart. Let's go to the 10-day chart quick. Let's see. Yep, this looks let me go to the close. All right. This right here. Okay, if you go back to the charts going back from 1969 to 1982, you'll see the Dow 1000 barrier, which was like a 10-year barrier, 13-year barrier. Like it basically touched. If you look at this chart as being the chart from 1969 to 1982 or 1981, if this was 1,000, it would hit 1,000 like almost 9 or 10 times, which it did, and we touched 13,000, I believe, and faded about, I think, 10 times. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 times. 10th time got another fade, but then they rallied and bought it. And I made a call intraday, which this happens all the time. It's like no big deal to me. But intraday, if you look at my chart on wavegenius.com and elliottwave.info, I posted a chart on. It's actually on elliottwave.info, but I said this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and a truncated fifth wave or a fifth wave down. And I said that we're going to drop to 12,979, which we did, right on the number, which is pretty sick. And I said that was a 4 and a 5, and then we got a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I said we're going to rally to the highs. And turns out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we rallied back to the high. And I was right when I think it was around 13,002 Dow was intraday. I rarely talk about my calls, but like my intraday calls, because I just assume that everybody knows already. But I want to detail just this one time. Maybe I should do it in the future, but again, I'm on the chart. Dow's around 13,002. I said it dropped to 12. It would test 12,979, and or 12,005 or 12,955, and the target was, and we touched 12,979 intraday, bounced it to 4, dropped to a 5, and then rallied. And this is what I actually put a stop to buy right at the low, around I believe, let me see, around the fifth wave, right around the fifth wave, around 2:28 p.m. Right at the low, I put a stop to buy, and then immediately, like I'm talking immediately, when that post hit my website, spike, boom. I'm not saying that I moved the market, but the perception right now is it's been like this for a long time. The perception is that I can. So, I don't want to sound like I'm crazy or delusional, but I've been doing this for such a long time, and it happens to me all the time. That's why my trades are so precise. You look at my website, like at 2:28 p.m., like right at the low, I placed a stop to buy. I didn't trigger though, which would have been a lot better. Like this call would have been more amazing, but I missed my trigger in the TQQQ by 3 cents. Let me show the TQQQ. See how I placed a stop to buy in the members only site to buy at 103.25. Notice how it didn't touch it. It got there within 3 cents and didn't touch it. It's like immediately when I place a stop right here, boom, then boom. Pretty amazing. You have to, excuse me, you have to witness this in person just to see, like, if you're not working during the day and you're actually trading as, like, for a living, or trading during the day and you have time to trade during the day, just read my website, because stuff like this happens all the time. It's like I posted videos, like, it happens all the time on my websites, and the videos are just too long to read, but or too, actually, people do watch them, but they don't quite understand what's going on. But like right at the low, or like 5 minutes before the low of TQQQ hit, TQQQ hit, and put a stop to buy at 103.25. It's in my members only site, and I put a alert on my free website that said bot, or put a stop to buy. And right at that moment, spike, boom. And this happens all the time. So if this happens to me intraday, and obviously my long calls have to be right too. So because this happens all the time, I'm not joking. I want to explain this to people, like, every time that happens, but I assume that everybody already understands what's going on. But there are. But if we explain it to in a video, then people will understand. Anyway, I'm taking this website. This video too long. Why did I say website? Anyway, for Nasdaq. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking for 4 or 5 down. Got the 4, and then I was like, oh great. I was like, yes, we got a 4. Give me a 5. Give me a 5. Give me. Got a 5, and then my stop didn't trigger. Would have made $1.50 on 2,000 shares of TQQQ. But anyway, Nasdaq has a very funky chart. It's very, like, it's looks weird. Looks very weird, but actually, if you start the wave 1 at 29.25 or 29.23, get that wave 1, wave 2, then that makes sense. That'd be wave 3, because this choppiness is just bizarre. But if you look at the 6-month chart on the Nasdaq. How long has this video been? This is a long ass video, anyway. Nasdaq 6-month chart. Basically, I don't think we're gonna correct until we hit 31.75. Like, correct in at least like a 5-10% correction. I don't expect that until we hit 31.75. This will be wave 1, wave 2, then wave 3, and 1.618 times wave 1 is exactly 31.75. So third wave pattern break, and then boom. So we're still in the middle of a third wave, and there's still plenty of upside to go. About 200 points from here. 175 to 200 points left in NASDAQ at least. And for S&P, there's plenty of upside too. Speaking of S&P, 1370.58, we closed above that. So we are officially out of the bear market, like the 10, 12-year bear market. So if you don't believe it, just keep watching the market every day. And if you're paper trading or whatever, just watch the market. It's going to go to, I believe, my target is 15.15, because this is wave 1, this is wave 2 zigzag, and 1.618 times wave 1 is clearly in the third wave right now. 15.15 is 1.618 times wave 1. And so you just don't expect a correction until we hit 15.15 at least. And that's actually near the all-time high, I believe, which is around 15.50. And we could actually hit 15.50 and then finally retrace. But don't expect anything anytime soon. That's a wrap.